Is that frame control right there?
I don't even know. They called me last night, so there's no preparation. I'm just gonna come up, but I'm gonna give you guys the blueprint to have an indestructible mind. No reality, 99% of people are not even gonna attempt to do what I'm saying to find out if it's even true. But the 1%ers are gonna try it, they're gonna implement it. And whether you're great, you're gonna go higher than that. Whether you're bad, you're gonna get greater. But who right here is like brand new to door in solar? Okay, so this is gonna help you guys the most because you guys got fresh minds. You don't have all the like negative things that come with solar and the things that a lot of us have bought into over the years. But before I get into that, I'm gonna tell a quick story. I'm gonna speed it up because I don't got a lot of time. But in 2021, I joined Sunrun in Bakersfield, and I was a mediocre setter. Just the only pitch I knew was, hey, have you ever looked into solar? And if I got lucky, they'd be like, well, yeah, I'm interested. And I was making $250 in install. I wasn't getting paid shit. I wasn't motivated. I was only putting in minimum effort. But it got to the point, I was in a trailer with my wife, my 2 kids. My shower was probably like this big. I couldn't shower in there, so I had to go to the gym every day. It was fucking miserable, sorry for the language. I knew I needed to do something to get out of my situation. And I made a commitment. I asked to get moved up to a closer. The guy told me, you ain't doing shit, Mark. So it lit a fire under my ass, and I applied for Sunrun. So I didn't get recruited, I got hired by them. And I went in there, and when I walked in, it was like, I felt like I was in the Pee Wee leagues entering like the big leagues, like heavy hitters, people dressed in nice clothes, and I had shitty shoes, shitty clothes, and I felt out of place. And I was asking, the teammates and managers, hey, can I shadow you? Can I work with you? I just want to see what you do, bro. Like, please, dude. Everybody just saw me as the 40-something-year-old dude, like, nah, whatever. And they didn't really give me the time, so I said, okay, I'm gonna have to figure this shit out on my own. So I had already been listening to audios, reading books, and I just had this belief in me that if you commit yourself and you put all your effort into something, it's gonna work out somehow. I didn't know how. So I was waking up at 4 in the morning, I was journaling, I was reading books, I was listening to audiobooks, just flooding my mind with information that was gonna help me with this job. And I did that every single day. Every single day I wrote on a journal, today I'm gonna get 1 AC. Every single day, even though it wasn't even possible, it wasn't happening. I was working from 9 in the morning till 8 o'clock at night, 7 days a week, when everybody else was working 3 or 4 hours a day. I was not getting results. I broke down a few times. I'm a grown-ass man, and I broke down crying because I didn't think I was gonna make it. It was so freaking hard. There were times where like, dude, what am I doing? I'm just gonna go back to truck driving, like this is not gonna work out. Kept going. I did get lucky, like in the first week, I got a deal. And then I sold my parents, but that doesn't really like build confidence. There's no resistance, like that's just a lay down. I had 60 days to get 5 deals or I didn't make the team, so there was a lot of pressure on me. And by week 6, I had 4 deals, 3 of them canceled except my parents. So I was freaking stressed out, yeah. I was not seeing any results, no money, and there was this guy I had been bugging, and he told me to come back on a specific day at a specific time, hopefully set an appointment. And I show up to his door, and he was in a bad mood or whatever. He's like, get the F out of here, dude, stop bothering me, stop coming to my house. And I walked back to my car, and I literally just broke down. That was it, I was done. Keep in mind, I had L4, L5 bulging discs. I was on a mobility scooter, like that was the only way I could get around doors because I can only walk 5 minutes, my legs would just fall asleep. And I was in that car and I was pouring tears, and I told myself, like, dude, Mark, this is the time that you quit every single time, dude. Just keep going. So I look in the rearview mirror and I'm wiping my tears away. And I go, I don't give a shit, man, I'm just gonna keep going. I get off the car, I took a few steps, and this lady had been bugging. She texts me, she's like, hey Mark, good news, I am gonna go solar, and so is my neighbor. So I remember I laid on that sidewalk, and I was just like pouring tears of joy. I was like, thank you, God, thank you, thank you, thank you. Finished that week, didn't get nothing. In my last 2 weeks, something changed. I'd been putting more hours than anyone, working my ass off, just freaking like a maniac, because I was in a desperate situation. I had to get out of the house with that little trailer I was in. Dude, everybody starts receiving me differently. People are saying, yeah, I'm interested. They're handing me the bills. Dude, I had 4 deals with 2 weeks left. Those last 2 weeks, I went from 4 to 17. And I finished off my combine with 17. I sold more than everybody. I was outselling everybody. That moment, my identity changed. I was a completely different person. There was no more fear. I never bageled after that. And the reason I'm telling this story, like for the new people, it's freaking brutal out there. Like, you want to quit all the time. Your mind's always telling you this is not going to work. This is hard. But miracles happen when you put in the work. When you put a massive, massive amount of effort, dude, that shit is gonna come back. That's why I don't even stress it. Like, dude, I bageled almost 2 weeks on this blitz. But I experienced that already. I know that it's part of the process. Eventually, that shit's gonna start landing. It's gonna be a compound interest, like a big snowball. And boom, those deals just start landing back to back to back to back. So don't ever lose hope. If you're at 0, it might take you a few weeks. It might take you a month. It's coming. Now, the blueprint to get this mindset is every single one of you right now has beliefs, has a view of life, whether it's politics, religion. It's all programming. And what you gotta start asking yourself is, what I believe beneficial, or is it holding me back? Same thing on the doors. Like, none of your thoughts are real. But if they're not beneficial, you have the ability to change your thoughts. You create what something means. So when I'm struggling, I tell myself, good, this is where things are gonna get good now, because you struggle for a certain amount of time, and then all of a sudden you start receiving the benefits. So Nate's the only one that knows this about me, but my mind is like a computer, it's a machine. I do the same routine every single day. Before this blitz, 4 a.m., that's my identity. I'm up at 4 a.m. every single day without missing. I had to change things and recreate myself for this, because it's not sustainable on the blitz, because we go to sleep super late. But I have that routine. I wake up early, I journal. I write things that I'm grateful for. And then sometimes you may feel like you're not even grateful, but you gotta make shit up. Like, dude, I'm grateful just to be alive. I'm grateful that I have a family, I have a roof over my head. When I was on that scooter, I couldn't walk more than 5 minutes. I had to look at the bright side. I told myself, dude, thank you, man. I would write it down, because there's millions of people out there that don't have legs, that are paralyzed, they can't even walk at all. So you have to switch the meaning of things. You want to flood your mind with nothing but positivity, nothing but good books, nothing but audios. Like, you have to take full control of your mind. What you input, what comes in here, appears out there. Exercise, whatever exercise is. I'm big on lifting weights. That's how I relieve stress. You want to do some kind of exercise. You want to stack wins. Clean up after yourself. All the tiny little details, because the way you do anything is the way you do everything. If you're consistent with yourself, with your wake-up routine, with what you read, what you listen to, what you write down, you're going to be consistent in all areas of life. That's just the way it is. It's mental programming to your subconscious mind. And people underestimate what writing things down does, but you're literally programming your mind. You could think of it as kind of like a lie. Like, I'm the best. Everyone loves when I come to the door. Everyone needs and wants the products that I provide. You have to tell yourself that every single day until it becomes the truth. Just like all our thoughts, it's all programming, things that our parents told us, things we learned in school. That's fine and everything, but in this job, anything negative, you gotta treat it like a virus. Reject, delete. I tell myself that when I hear people talking shit or gossiping, reject, delete. I don't allow that into my mind. You take full control of everything that enters your mind, and your reality starts changing. That's why I've been able to survive through the hardest times. I've been left broke, had bad installers go out of business, all types of shit. I've lost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. But I know that I have the ability to bounce back like that. That's what this job does. Just like one of our teammates closed a $40,000 deal. Like, that's what you have to keep in your mind. So it doesn't matter if you bagel a couple weeks, a few weeks, that big payday is coming. So you just have to stay consistent in your routine. Like, you have to build an identity, a character. Like, you tell yourself in your mind what type of person you want to be, and you start acting like that person every day. It's acting. Like, I was super shy in the beginning, but I finally figured, they don't know me. They don't know I'm not confident. So I'd be like, hey, what's up, man? I'm Mark. I'm with Sunrun. Like, that's not even my character. But I trained myself to be an actor until it truly sunk in and it became who I am. It became my identity. And perception is reality. Whatever you believe yourself to be is what you will be. So take control of your mind. Program that shit in your mind that you are the best. That you get every day. Write down, I'm gonna get an AC or I'm gonna get a sale. Write that shit every day, and I promise you, it's going to happen. It's never failed me. God, the universe, whatever you believe in, is going to bless your effort and your belief. So program that belief into your mind, and it will become who you are. But that's all I got.